Alright fellas, what's up? It's your boy Darkel with an informative video, man. This is a rant and an informative video at the same time, because I'm kicking myself in the ass right now for not following my gut. So you saw the title, it says, always trust your gut as a trucker, even if it's against a mechanic's word. So I'm gonna tell you what happened to me and why I'm making this video. So about 3 weeks ago, my 99 Century, which is the blue one, the one with the red interior that you guys probably seen in the previous videos. Yeah, I know my brother's riding that truck. So about 3 weeks ago, the truck was on the way en route to Maryland to deliver load, and the clutch started acting up or slipping. So I told my brother after he got empty, just push it down to Florida, empty. Don't pick up your load. We cancel that load, bring it down empty, bring it to Florida, let's get it in the shop. It took him 3 days to get down to Florida because he was driving like super slow, but he made it. Eventually he made it to Florida. I take the truck to my shop, my mechanic, Marlon, where I do almost all my work. And I trust my mechanic. He's a good mechanic and everything, but this time he did it to me. Saying, and I know he didn't mean to do nothing bad, but he was trying to save me money. But me as a truck driver, and I'm not a rookie, I know from experience, and my brother is driving longer than me. He has more experience than me. So my brother was telling me that he was hearing the noise, and I could actually hear it through the phone when he was on the way down from Maryland. Basically, it's very similar to what happened to me in the Classic months back when I lost my clutch. You'll be driving, it'll just slip, woo, and it'll rev up. That's because your clutch is not catching. So it was, that's what it was doing in Maryland. So he made it down to Florida. Take it to the shop. I'm grateful we made it to Florida because breaking down the road could be very expensive. So I take it to the shop and I tell Marlon, hey, change the clutch on that truck and check everything else. On the process of coming down, because it was revving up so high, he ended up losing a belt right when he was already on the I-4 in Central Florida, about 20 miles from the shop, and he lost 2 belts. He didn't know. He drove it. It got hot and the water pump went on it. So but we made it to the shop. We made it to the shop like that. And I replaced. I told the mechanic we're gonna go ahead and replace the water pump because it's leaking. Put those 2 belts on there, and and change the clutch because the clutch is slipping. So the mechanic, tells me, "Oh, do you know that if it's slipping?" I said, "Look, just check it and let me know." So he checks it. He calls me the next day. Says, "Okay, we got the water pump done, the belt's done, and he had to change the AC. Or one of my AC lines was leaking freon, so he changed that as well." He tells me, there's nothing wrong with your clutch. The clutch just needed to be adjusted. It was just out of adjustment. So okay. I said, but I was like, are you sure? Because I was hearing that thing grinding as he was coming down. Did you check the carry bearings? Did you check, everything? You sure that it's just the clutch, that it just needed an adjustment? And he's telling me, yeah, man, I adjusted the clutch and I drove it around and it's fine. He said that he put the clutch smoother too. And I was like, okay, because I do trust my mechanic, and I know he's like, oh, there's no reason for you to spend, because to do a clutch job, a whole clutch kit, it's about $1,400 for that truck. You know what I'm saying? Plus tax. Then you got to factor in the labor. You know what I'm saying? That job is close to 20, in the range of 21 to 2,400 bucks, depending if you got to get a carrying bearing, an input shaft, and all that. So, I tell him, I said, hey, look, man, you know what? I was going by my gut, and I told the mechanic, I said, look, Marlon, just go ahead and change that clutch is old. Let's just change the clutch. Fuck it. Just change it, man. Just change it, because I'd rather just spend the money now and not break down the road. But Marlon was real busy that week, and I know that's why he did this. He had another job that he was going to do, a head job. And, he probably didn't want to waste the time to do that, so he's telling me, look, let's just adjust the clutch and then go out and see how it is. He's like guaranteeing me you're gonna be fine. That I drove it, it's fine, whatever. So I said, you know what? I let him convince me. I didn't trust my gut. So what happens? You guys already know what I'm about to say. Brother takes the load out. I told my brother to don't go too far. Let's test it out. But what he did, he took a load all the way he went to Illinois. From there, took a load to fucking Oregon. But whatever, look, it's running fine. Then while he's in Illinois, my brother tells me he feels the clutch like bouncing. I'm like, okay, that's the clutch brake. He probably adjusted it too soft. So when you get back to Florida, I told him to get a load to Florida. So he took a load to Oregon to get a money load to Florida. But he didn't make it to Oregon. and he was in Iowa somewhere. I think where the hell in Iowa? I'm not sure where. He was somewhere in Iowa, the plane or something like that, Des Moines, Iowa, something like that. And he was driving fine, pulled over in a rest area to use the bathroom, went to clutch to get it out of gear, and the clutch stayed down, truck wouldn't come out of gear. That was it. The truck stayed right there. We called roadside, $250 for roadside to come out just to tell us the clutch is hit. For him to tell us that there's like a little shaft that connects the thing from the clutch, that was gone. He said the fucking bearings for some shit in the clutch, he's like, don't even turn the truck on because you're gonna tear up your transmission. He basically told us, you're fucked. You gotta do a clutch job. You gotta get a whole clutch kit. So I'm like, fuck, here we go. This is what I get for not trusting my gut. This is the point of the video, is that if you have a feeling in your gut, or if you know that your clutch is old already, and a mechanic just, and I know that Martin's not a bad guy, but I know he was thinking about getting the bigger job done and not wasting time on my truck. I get it, but, if you don't want to do the job, I should have been like, you know what, I want a clutch job done. If you can't do it, I should have just gone somewhere else. I do have other mechanics. But I listened to him, and I paid the piper for it. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, in Proverbs, the prudent man sees the trouble ahead of him on his path, decides to go around to avoid it, and he's fine. I'm saying it in my own words, guys. And then it says, the simple-minded man, like the stupid man, sees he's on the same path, sees the same trouble ahead, but decides to not go around, says, I'll just go through it, and then he pays the piper. Well, that's what happened to me. I saw the trouble coming. My gut told me to change it, but I listened to a mechanic. I trusted in him 100%, and I paid the piper. So let me tell you what happened. So the clutch goes in Iowa. He's stuck on it. This is last Friday night, which was Memorial Weekend. I think that's the holiday I just passed, when I was on vacation. Friday night, he gets stranded. There's nothing we can do. Roadside guy comes out there, $250 just to tell us he can't do nothing. He couldn't even get the truck out of gear. The truck had to get towed 75 miles to Freightliner dealer, $1,500. Now we're talking about, if I would have just done the clutch at Martin's shop, we're talking about the most it would have been was $2,500 for the clutch job. All right, with the water pump and everything, we were looking at probably $3,000. You know what I'm saying? With labor and everything. Okay. So we're at $1,500 now to fucking for the towing, the Freightliner dealer. Freightliner gets it in the shop, and we gotta do a whole clutch kit. We gotta get carry bearing, and we gotta do the input shaft. So right now, my bill at Freightliner dealer is $4,960, $4,960, fellas. $4,960 because I didn't follow my gut. I'm sorry, I'm driving. I'm in a little bit of traffic here. Because I didn't follow my gut. I should have just stuck to it, and then, I should have just waited. If I had another mechanic, I should have just told my wife, if you can't do it, I'm going to wait. I should not have let the truck go out. So this video is basically to let you guys know, you guys that own trucks, that got drivers out there, you got to protect that. You got to protect your investments. And I'm telling you, if you feel in your gut that something is wrong, don't half-ass it. Just get the shit done, because it's better to pay and get the shit done than to break down on the road. And my brother is buying the truck for me, so that's going to fall on him. But I'm the one that had to resolve it right now because the truck is still mine. So I had to go out there and get that money. And it was, your boy Duck didn't even have that kind of money. I was able to, but thank God, because God is great, I was able to get the funds. And, we're getting the truck fixed. But because of that, I had to cut my week short this week. I was going to go to Chicago. I expected the truck to be done on Monday. That's what Freightliner told me. So now I find out the truck's going to be done on a Friday. And the company where I got that truck running, their week closes on Friday. So I figured, fuck it, let me just take a load back to Florida so I can go pick, because I already got the money waiting for me. I just got to go pick it up. And get this money and pay the Freightliner Friday afternoon so my brother can get rolling. So he's already under load. That's $5,800. So he's going to start rolling Friday night with already a $5,800 load on him. So that's a good thing. So guys, that's what it is, guys. If your truck has an issue, or one of your drivers in a truck that has an issue, and you make it home to your hometown, don't let the mechanic sell you work and tell you there's nothing wrong with it. If you feel in your gut that you want to, if you know that you're having issues with your clutch, just change the fucking clutch. If you're having issues with your water pump, just change it. Don't half-ass shit, because then it comes out being more expensive. So we're talking, instead of spending about $28,000 to $3,000 doing water pump, clutch, AC line, and all that, We're at $6,100 is the total bill, towing and Freightliner. That's a big fucking difference. That's $3. That's double, more than double. And that's what your boy Darkel is going through right now. Right now, I just took a load from North Carolina, going back to Fort Pierce to deliver, which got me a pretty good, decent amount of money this week. I'm still gonna be able to make some money because I got the best dispatcher in the world. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you just gotta don't let these mechanics tell you shit, because I get it. We're not mechanics; they're the mechanics. But if you know the truck had an issue with something, you're better off just changing it, man. Because you can go from spending $3,000 to $6,000 like this. So that's what it is, man. So this is basically a little rant of what I went through. And like I said, I love a mechanic. Me and Marlon has done so much work for me, and I give him so much work. I had the 3 trucks. You know, he's been making a lot of money with us, and I do trust his judgment. And I know I get it. I know why he did that. He wanted to do the bigger job. And I did, but I'm gonna tell you, I did call his ass, and I told him, I said, don't you ever undermine me again. If I tell you to change the clutch, just fucking change the clutch. Don't ever mechanic me again, dog. Don't ever fucking mechanic talk to me again because you got another job. I prefer you to tell me I can't do it right now because I got this, and I'll wait than for you to do for him to do what he did to me and send my truck out there. Now I'm paying double the bill. See what I'm saying, guys? That doesn't mean I'm not gonna go back to Marlon. But I made it, I made it clear to I laid the law down to him. I made it clear to him. Don't ever speak that mechanic shit to me again. If I tell you to do something, just fucking do it. If you can't do it, I'll fucking go somewhere else. I'd rather wait until you fucking sell me some cheap shit, because I know what he did. He probably went in there, he did a little adjustment just to get the truck rolling so he can get out of the job. And it's all good. That's what it is. But that's trucking, guys. So that's just be careful, man. You got an issue, fix that shit. Don't try to rig that shit like what I did with that welding that bolt. Man, I did that shit as that. If you guys been following my videos, how many weeks have I been changing bolts? It took that many weeks for me to go ahead and rig and weld that bolt on. And if I would have done it from the get, that problem would have been solved. But I don't like to rig shit. I did that because I didn't have a choice, and I had the kit ordered. I didn't want to buy that bracket because those holes were already really wallowed out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, guys. Just want to let you guys know what's going on with the Century, man. That shit is in Iowa. It's in the Freightliner, and thank God the Freightliner is going to have it done by tomorrow, and that truck will get back rolling. And that truck's actually set up to make good money. He's at 58 right now. He'll probably deliver that load Monday morning, get $1,000 down to Cali somewhere or something like that, and probably get $800 to Florida. So it's going to, that money, we'll get that money back right away, man. But, just be careful when you got issues with your trucks and the mechanic trying to tell you that you're good to go. Don't rig shit. Just get this shit done. You're better to pay a little bit than to pay a lot. And that's what it is, man. We're going to keep this one short, but it ain't that short. It's already 13 minutes. But that's what it is, fellas. Your boy Darkel with a little informative video. Hopefully this helped you guys. And if you like the video, thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. It's all good. It's all love. It's your boy Darkel. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.